Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, history, and hidden treasures you might have sitting in your pocket right now. Today, we're talking about one of the most talked about modern coins out there, the 1982 Lincoln cent, the humble 1-cent coin that might actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's find out if you've been holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it. To understand why the 1982 penny is so special, we need to go back to what was happening in the early 1980s. The price of copper was rising fast, so fast, in fact, that by 1982 it cost more than 1 cent just to make a penny. The US Mint had a problem: it couldn't keep making pure copper coins without losing money, so, in 1982, they decided to change the composition of the penny for the first time in over 100 years. Until that year, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But starting mid-1982, the Mint switched to a cheaper planchet made of 97.5% zinc and just a thin copper coating, giving it that familiar color but saving a lot of money. Here's where it gets interesting. During this transition, both copper and zinc pennies were made in 1982, and that's why collectors love them. There are actually multiple varieties of the 1982 penny, and some are quite rare. Now, most people think of the 1982 penny as just one coin, but the truth is, there are 8 different varieties minted that year. Let's break them down. The D stands for Denver Mint, while those without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia. But what makes this list really special is one variety that shouldn't exist, the 1982 D small date copper. Officially, the Denver Mint was supposed to have completely switched to zinc before producing the small date coins. But somehow, a few copper planchets were left over and used, creating an extremely rare and valuable error. Okay, so how can you tell what kind of 1982 penny you have? It's actually not too hard once you know what to look for. First, let's identify the large date and small date varieties. On the large date, the numbers in 1982 look thicker, and the top of the 8 sits higher than the 1 and the 2. The 2 in 1982 also has a curved base. On the small date, the digits are more delicate, and the top of the 8 lines up evenly with the 1 and the 2. The 2 looks sharper and straighter. Now, the next step is to figure out if it's copper or zinc. You can test this 2 ways. A copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams. A zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. So, grab a digital scale. It's the easiest way to find out. Drop the coin gently on a hard surface. Copper coins have a higher, ringing tone, while zinc coins make a duller, click sound. If you find a 1982 D small date penny that weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations, you might be looking at one of the rarest modern US coins so far. Only a handful of genuine 1982 D small date copper pennies have ever been found. Experts believe there may be fewer than 20 in existence. Back in 2016, one of these coins was sold for nearly $18,000 at auction. Another example, graded MS-63, sold for around $10,000. Imagine finding that in your change jar. Collectors love this coin not just for its rarity but because it represents a key moment in US Mint history, the exact moment America's coins changed from solid copper to cheaper zinc cores. Now, here's the fun part: you can actually hunt for these coins yourself. 1982 pennies are still fairly common in circulation, especially the zinc ones. So next time you get change, take a few minutes to sort through your pennies. Use a magnifying glass or even your phone's camera zoom to check for the date, style and mint mark. If you find a 1982 D small date, the next step is to weigh it. If it comes in at 3.11 grams, don't clean it, don't scratch it, just put it in a coin holder and get it checked by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't have the super rare copper small date from Denver, other 1982 pennies can still have some value. High-grade copper large dates or small dates in mint state condition, meaning no scratches or wear, can sell for a few dollars each. Proof coins from special mint sets are also worth checking out, and error coins like those with double dies, off-center strikes, or plating mistakes can be worth anywhere from $20 to several $100s, depending on the condition. So, there you have it, the story of the 1982 penny, a small coin with a big legacy. Whether you're a beginner coin collector or just someone curious about the change in your pocket, remember, history can hide in plain sight. That old penny might not just be worth 1 cent, it could be worth thousands. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into coin collecting and hidden treasures. Drop a comment below and let me know. Have you ever found an unusual penny,